Introducing David Achom. Introducing David Achom, a name synonymous with
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. I'm excited to be here. All right. Don't mind my eye bags. I've not slept a lot, but I'm excited to be here irrespective. Okay. If you're excited also, I want to see it in the comments. If not, I'm not going to do anything today. If you're excited, I want to see it in the comments. If you're excited, I want to see it in the comments. If not, I won't do anything. I won't do anything. If you're not excited, I'm not going to do anything. If you're not excited, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. So I want to see your excitement. I want to see your excitement. Good morning, Celestina Egobi. Good morning to everybody on this call. So this live will be short by God's grace. And that's because I'm running somewhere. I have like I'm on the night. That's 5. I have five physical meetings. 5 today. So today is long. Today is very long. Today is very long. Today is very long. Extremely long. But irrespective, I'm gonna do this for you guys. So drop your location in the chat box very quickly. Where are you right now? Good morning, Akinloluwa. Good morning. Good morning. Blessing Patience. I like your name very well. I actually like your name. Blessing Patience. Nice. It's blessing for patience. There's blessing in patience. Nice. Good morning. How are you doing today? So drop your location in the chat box. Where are you connecting from? Where are you connecting from? Where are you connecting from? Drop your location in the chat box. Where are you connecting from? While all of this, are going on, so I want to see you guys now. Talk to me. Where are you connecting from? Nobody's saying anything in the chat box. Why are you guys tired already? I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any chats. Or am I looking at the wrong screen? Wait, too. Oh my God, I've been looking at the wrong screen since. I think. Okay, I've been looking at the wrong screen actually. Because there are actually comments. Lagos, Abuja. Best coach ever. Morning, sir. Good morning, Saint Paul. I like your name also. But I hope you're actually a saint too. I hope you're not doing other things that God did not send you to do. I hope you're actually a saint. Crazy Pips. Saint Paul is in Abuja. Crazy Pips is in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt. Well, okay. What we're going to do is, again, to the class. I mean, obviously, we go up time. Amazing stuff. We go of time. So I'll get into the chat and let's see if we can make money from the market today. But I assure you that today's class will be short. Very short. So if you're a beginner in class today, I want to crave your indulgence to stay connected. You might not understand everything, but just stay connected. Like I said, you might not understand everything I'll teach, but just stay connected. You might not understand everything I'll teach, but just stay connected. Just stay connected. Drip USD 4-hour time frame. Let's draw a structure. I'll draw from here. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. This was a break. This is the high that led to this break. A structure, so you confirm the bearish trend, and that's break extended here, came here. So now what are we expecting? Further sales. Basically, further sales. That's what we're expecting. Further sales. Though this is a chart pattern I've been learning. It's head and shoulder. And that's what we see here. So I think price might come up a bit. Price might come up a bit more on the 4 hours. We're in bearish trend, first of all. We're in the bearish trend on the 4 hours. That's the first thing. We're in the bearish trend on the 4 hours. So from current market price, I'm looking for 2 above, 2 below. And 2 what? 2 areas of confluence. So for those of you that are new on the 4 hours, when I'm analyzing, I first analyze based on market structure, which I'll teach you guys if you are new. I'll teach you. I'll teach you that soon enough if you're new. After that, next thing I want to draw out is confluence zones on the markets. Okay. I like this one very well. 1, 2, 3. First, second, third, though it's not very significant. I would have loved significant ones. But as I never see now, okay, I've seen one actually. First touch, second touch, third touch. Very significant. 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 First, second, third touch. I've not seen a good zone. Okay, I've seen this one. It's not very solid, but I like it. 1, 2, 3. Let's look for another one. So we see price here. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. This one is very significant. This one down. So I like it, actually. I like it very well. So we have picked 2 zones below, 2 zones above. Remember, our aim is that whatever zone we pick, we'll be able to make a decision to either buy or sell from there. Alright, so right now we've seen a zone on 4 hours. Let's go to 1 hour. Number 1 is we have confirmed downtrend. Number 2 is we have picked 2 zones above, 2 zones below. Number 3 now on the 1 hour chart. Please, this strategy is very simple. On the 1 hour, what are you trying to do? Trying to do Fibonacci. Does that make sense, somebody? What you're simply trying to do is Fibonacci. Now Fibonacci from where to where? Remember, this was the high that gave us the broke structure. All right, and price came here. It's giving us bearish confirmation. It's trying to sell. In fact, it's on the sell. You just need to continue. So what are we supposed to do? This new sell, I want to know where to start from. Like, I want to know how we will join it rather. So let's go to 15 minutes time frame for a clearer picture. So for a clearer picture, you can see that minus 27, which is our take profit, is sitting under our confidence level. So I like the take profit very well. For entry, I'm not going to enter here because for me, that is not considered a solid one. It's not a very solid consideration for me. But instead, I want to watch price, but now I want to watch the action of price. That is price action in this zone. I want to watch price action from here. Okay? Inside this box, I want to see what price is doing. I really want to see what price is doing inside this box. Yeah, inside this box. I like this box more. So I want to see price action. Now, what my aim is, that price will come here and price will fall down here. That's my aim, and I think I like this particular chart. So in that sense, my entry is likely to be on this third touch. Now we're dragging price here, 92 pips. But my stop loss will be above this zone here. My stop loss is anywhere above this zone. So that's above that zone is 20 pips. Yeah. 20 pips, trying to use 95 pips. 20 pips, trying to get 95 pips. And yes, it's likely to happen. Very likely to happen, actually. It's very, very, very likely to happen. So, on this, I would like to write out my parameters. So I'm writing the parameters for you guys so that you guys will know how to take this trade. 1.34630. Our entry. 1.34630. $60 pips is take profit. 1.34030. One point three, and TP is 1.33680. 1.33680. So if you guys understood how I did this analysis, it might not be 100% clear to you, but if you understand how I did it, I want you to write 777 on the chat box. Even though it's not very clear. Even though it's not very clear. If you don't understand it, put 555. You see it's buying, but will reverse at FVG and start selling. It has filled up the FVG now. There's no FVG here anymore. There's no FVG up, no FVG in the middle, no FVG here. The last FVG is what price filled up here. Because if you're thinking this is an FVG, it's not, because see, this thing came down here. So it's not an FVG, it came down before it went up after it. There's no FVG there, brother, except what you mean FVG is this tiny space. There's a tiny FVG here, I agree. But that's too tiny to make price move. It's not a structural reason for price to move. Only Blessing understands how I explained it. Where are the rest? Where are the rest? Remember, I said this class very short. When it supports turns resistance, creates a downtrend. Good. Very simple. Blessing, very simple. Chibu 777. Amazing. That means you guys actually understand. Even though it's not extremely clear, like very, very clear, but at least it's simple. That's how simple the market is. Very simple. Okay. So I'm gonna be bringing up counselor, so you would analyze the market. Remember, I said that today's class will be short because I need to run somewhere. But I'll be bringing up counselor right now. So I believe, see, I'm a beginner, still watching. Good stuff. You're gonna learn it and it's gonna make sense. Just need to give you, like, put your head in the game. Okay, put your head in the game. Give it 12 months. You know, and you make money. Assured. I tell my students 3 months, but someone told me recently, said, Coach, in 3 months they'll make money, but they will never become professional in 3 months. Can I place yourself from that zone now? The entry I gave you on the chat box is what you're gonna use. We'll start selling very soon. You guys, hold on, don't rush. Don't rush. I've given you an entry. Sell from where I told you to sell. Sell from where I told you to sell. Don't rush. Don't say, oh, because it's already falling. Mm-mm. If it goes, no problem. For me, I will wait for it to come up. If it doesn't come up and start selling from here, no problem. No problem. We have to be a master of your patience. My strategy did not say I should sell here. That's not my strategy. And that's even below premium. Premiums are from 50%. So why am I selling? Let it get to premium. I need discount. Exactly. Where are you guys rushing to? Just follow what I gave you and you'll be good. Counselor, I'm bringing you up now. Are you ready? Your voice is not very clear.
It's been a good weekend, and the market opened with a lot of gaps. And I want to believe that you know that means, because there are some fundamental news that happened over the weekend that by now was making the rounds. But now it kind of stabilized a bit because President Trump have sent some bombs to neutralize the size of the Iranians. So, and this all these things impact on the price of commodities like gold and some savings commodities. And most especially, why is my screen not sharing? Well, most especially the currencies itself. So when you see that the price open with a lot of gaps, it's not just because something happened. Most of them are fundamentals. So we'll look at gold this morning and know what we are getting into. Why is my screen not showing no presenting? I'm not seeing it here. I'm sharing screen, but I'm not seeing anything.
No, it's showing device not connected on the engineer's backend. So you need to stop sharing, leave the call on that line, then share again.
All right, all right. So as I was saying, I'll just have to look at the news and the pairs you trade, and then come back with the idea of knowing at least the basic thing you should know is the trend of the market. That's what predicts everything you do in the market. So in as much as there is news on your pair, but you're seeing the structure even from the highest of the time frames. So you're still right in any move you want to make at the time. At least by structures first. And most of the time when you get your structures right, you will just breeze in and out of the market. You'll be going well because now you know what you're doing. Now you are shooting for something you've seen before, not just because you're just trying to shoot. So this thing is not remaining. Let me just shut down all this thing and do it again. Yeah, I'm on the call. So I should restart the browser. So that's what I'll do. So also in the same breath, I dropped a BTC sell setup, buy setup yesterday that was trashed. So that's what I'm talking about fundamentals. When assets, both digital and commodities, are falling aggressively in the same 1 hour candle, 15 minutes and 30 minutes candle, they're all falling massively. Something is happening around that pair at the time. So that is why when those things happen, you don't just panic sell or panic buy. Follow your structures. If you take an L, fine, you took an L. But following your structures will maximize your profits and also minimize your losses, because when you follow all those parameters, you will not be entering any kind of trade just because you feel like trading. You won't, because that's not you. Is when it's now something that you have to do, something that have to do with the pair you trade and all like that. You can now start making much sense. You guys should focus. Have it. Keep somebody look handsome. So that being said, I'm trying to share this screen again. Okay, I think it's sharing now. Oh no. Yeah, it's sharing. So someone can come and project this thing. But it's sharing now. Mr. David, are you on drive? Fine, thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, coming from the 4 hour views of the gold structure, you know that in as much as I took the sell prematurely on Friday, But you know that this moving is not just something that is nice. I wanted to say delete that setup. I haven't said it, but the timing I used was wrong, because if I knew that this candle will not close around 4 p.m., I will not even talk about it. Immediately this one got broken with this same structure, on the same structure. Like, it took only 1 hour to get to this point, but it took 4 hours just to break this point. So if I had paid attention with the timings of those time frames, I will know when to close the market and when to still continue. So that is why we took this loss here, which is obviously a break even, because I saw it late and then told everybody to close it at break even. So if you see what happened, it took out everything here, it cleared all these things here, it cleared these ones, and used this one as a liquidity, but it was cleared, and then use this POI to sell. It's the same thing. It's the same structure, liquidity, TP. And if you watch, even though it did that, the take profits should be somewhere around here. Because of course, like I said, we are doing 1:3. We're not that greedy. We take what the market gives us and then we get out. We don't just stay there praying and fasting for 1:10. It doesn't work that way. So 1:3, you're good. 1:3, we are hit. Look at it, 1:3. And immediately, the market is now ranging again. But on Friday, we took the sell from here, which is quite a bit premature. And if you check it from this place, the TP around will be around somewhere here. I'm probably even get there before it reversed. So always follow structure. Always follow structure. So following the same pattern that happened here, that's what I'm expecting price to do here. But then I'll go from it from a higher perspective, so it will make more sense to you. So if this guy is the sell side liquidity, this guy on the other hand is the buy side liquidity, this guy here, this other boy, you can see my mouth, yeah, you can see it from this end, this place now. So best believe that you would want the price to do what? To clear both the sellers and the buyers. But the one that is most likely to hold more is the what? The sellers, because it is going in the way of the structure. The one you want more is the sellers, because it is going more according to structures. How is it more according to structures? Once market breaks structures like this, higher high, higher low, from the break structure, so higher low, another higher high, this is causing what? Higher low. So meaning it will come at least to this psychological level. And remember, this is 4-hour time frame, so at least you should enter these zones. At least you should enter these zones. At least. And what happens when you enter that zone? Can I continue pushing higher to break this all-time high already created? So follow the market as it is. As it is. Follow the structures first. Follow the structures first. And then start applying your strategies at this point when you figured out the structures first. If this market is obviously bullish and you're trying to sell, which meaning you're trying to catch all these higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, the win rates cannot be measured with somebody following the right trend. It is called order flow. So in as much as anybody tells you anything, go and use your eyes and look at the charts yourself. You are putting your money on this thing you're doing. Either you're trading prop firm or you're just trading your own personal funds. It is your money. So I implore you to take some time off, go through the things you spend your money on. Don't just say because counselor said buy, I'm buying, I'm buying. Counselor said sell, I'm selling. No. So let me now get the entry. Sir, can I place a set limit on the GBP USD? Yeah, but on this, I'm not done. So using the same format, yeah, we're now trying to take out all these highs, and sell off from this point, and sell off from this point. For swing traders, you can take the sell directly from this point. But if I happen to be online when it happens, I would like to see my confirmations before I can jump in. This is 4:5, meaning you should be out around here. So 1:3, and then 1:4-5. So this is what my view on gold is. I'll keep an eye out, and always remember, don't chase the price. If price smashes below this, best believe if it touches this zone, it's not coming to take off that high that was created. So this is what my view is today like. So I'm going to send it on the channel, and if you have any question, I have 6 minutes to listen to your questions, and then we'll call it a day. Oh, sorry. So without any question, we'll be calling it a day. Mr. David said he's busy, so I wouldn't want to keep anybody longer than the time that's supposed to be here. So set the limits. I'll be around the chart, and when I see the price giving me more reasons to sell, I'll drop the exact entries on the chart. The Telegram group and the WhatsApp group will receive it, obviously. So that's the end of this. What's the major impact the news regarding USA and Iran on gold? It has usually prompted a bullish or bearish. So the impact of news to the pairs that we are trading is very simple. The impact is very simple. First off, those countries, if the US are in a war, what is the currency of the world? What is the currency of that country that are fighting? If it's USD, obviously people want to take out their money and then save it in an asset that will not depreciate. It's just like buying a land in a choice location, and then you're not hearing that Lagos State government is destroying. You heard it like a tip a year before that destruction. You now sold your property in that location. You sold it, the next day they destroyed it. So if you did not get that tip, you made an investment, but did you lose the investment? And most of those people, government do not even compensate them. Even people that were compensated, it's less than a 1% of the price property. So why? The news affects products, affects currency, affects everything. What is the bad news? Yes, the news affecting Nigeria right now is because of leadership. So you cannot see Naira in any strong currency market. You can just see it there, but you cannot trade it because it is always predictable. It's always on the downward. It has never been up and remained up. But when they say a currency is the strongest in the world, euro is more expensive. Pound is more expensive than naira. Than dollar. But the guy is still most expensive and most strongest in the world. So when any dominating countries like that are having a war, best believe that those value of those nairas, those currencies will devaluate, and people will tend to put their money in a safe haven that anything that happens to it, just like putting your money on USDT and keeping your money on Bitcoin. If you keep $1,000 piece of Bitcoin, if Bitcoin reduces, the money will reduce, the value will reduce. But if your dollar, your crypto is in USDT, nothing. If like crypto, Bitcoin go from 90 to 10,000, the worth of your USDT will still be there. So I hope you understand that analogy, Damian. So that's a very nice question. So I will be shutting it down here. Very well, yeah. So that will be all for today. Stay put on the channel because I'm going to be dropping the entries of those setups I got. All right, now I'll allow you. Have a nice day and enjoy the rest of today. Bye. See you next week.